Hiya, welcome to another Marky-mark video, and I thought I would do another video, well, the last video of the year, and talk about the last records that I purchased, which I feel are absolute stonkers. They are home runs, and I'm very pleased to have them. They're very important records in my opinion. So these are the records that I really want to show you. And I'm starting with this one, which is the Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, and that's the First Flight to Tokyo. A little bit skeptical of this when I first heard it was coming out. I wasn't sure about this at all. I've had my fingers burnt with the Bill Evans live at Ronnie Scott's, which I thought was, you know, a very poor recording, really. That's my opinion. But it was recorded, this one was recorded much better. It's been very well mastered by Bernie Grundman, I believe, and a very important album in my opinion. This really was the tour that got Art Blakey in love with Tokyo, with Japan, and the album's fantastic. It's a beautiful made piece of vinyl, lots of really interesting information in the booklet. There's some postcards in there. I'm not really a massive fan of extra stuff when it comes to these kind of things. I just want the music and a really nice cover. I don't need booklets and paraphernalia. So it doesn't, but anyway, it's nice to have it, nice to see the photography more than anything. And it's just a beautiful album, well worth getting if you see this. It's just come out last Friday, and it says limited edition 2LP. I don't know what that really means, limited edition, to be fair, because they're not actually numbered in any way. But there's some nice little kind of commentary interviews with Wayne Shorter, who's brilliantly, he's still with us, thankfully. This is worth getting. If you're a jazz fan and you have one last record to buy this year, get your hands on this. You will not regret it. The drum roll sequence in the beginning, first track, is absolutely fantastic. Of course there's Moanin' as well live, which is lovely. Great to hear the audience enjoy it and clap and show their appreciation. Really enjoyed this, it's excellent. Second album is a record label which has really been doing the rounds recently with audiophiles in the community. I've got to Sam Records in France. It's a one-man band. It's a chap called Fred, who's a really lovely guy to converse with by email. And this is Afternoon in Paris. John Lewis and Sasha Distel. And if you're in the UK, well, you can see the Desert Island discs. Desert Island disc that Sasha Distel was part of. Basically, it's a UK radio program where celebrities choose, I think, 5 of their best tracks to take to an imaginary desert island. So it's worth seeing that, just hearing it. But he died not so long ago, actually. But this is, again, anything from Sam Records is worth getting your hands on. Beautiful tip-on jacket, beautifully made piece of vinyl this. They're all hand inspected. Inspected by eye before they're shipped out. Beautiful photography and a beautiful piece of vinyl. This is one of the very few albums that I've listened to and I've just set the stylus back to the beginning and listened to it again. I enjoyed it that much. It's a really lovely piece of laid-back afternoon jazz, which I can't recommend enough. This is fantastic. If you can get your hands on this, it's brilliant. And that's Afternoon in Paris, John Lewis and Sacha Distel. Really nice, Sam Records. Thirdly, this week I have managed to get a copy of My Foolish Heart, Eddie Higgins. Now that I don't usually buy albums based on cover art, but look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. And I've got to be honest, this is on the Venus label. There's the OB sticker, which I kind of put on the back of my records when I store them in plastic, and that could be another video, how I store my records. But anyway, My Foolish Heart by the Eddie Higgins Quartet, featuring Scott Hamilton. But it's this is a beautiful piece of vinyl. It's just gorgeous, laid back, late night evening jazz, which anyone could enjoy. And I really enjoyed this. Look at that cover art, it's just beautiful photography. So I really recommend Eddie Higgins. Don't know much about him other than he was a trained musician, and there's probably a whole load of you out there who'll be screaming saying that he was a member of this quartet, this trio, and he died. He's not around with us, sadly, but this is a lovely album. Anything by Venus really is excellent, really good jazz. Right, fourthly, I managed to get a copy of, I hummed and hawed about this, and there's a link, Mingus Ahum on Music on Vinyl. Missed the boat on the one step, just too expensive now. Looking at £300–400, I just cannot reach that whatsoever. So doing a bit of reading and researching, and this is the best recording. It's a digital recording, I'm pretty sure of it, but I couldn't really detect too much compression really with it. It turned up, it's very clean, it's silent, it's got all the right dynamic range that I would expect. I haven't heard one step of this, but again, that cover art is just stunning, absolutely stunning. I've only recently got into the Mingus, recently with Mingus, and which is playing in the background, and Black Saint and the Sinner Lady, excuse me, and it's beautiful jazz. I almost feel like listening to a Mingus album is like eating a 3 or 4 course dinner. You get the start, the middle and the end, and then you feel quite full up and ready to move on to something else. That's not a negative thing, I just feel like there's so much there to enjoy and absorb. Really love this. But this is Mingus Ahum, and really impressed with this copy. It's dead cheap, it's in print, very readily available, and I really recommend this. If you can get your hands on this as a new jazz collector, or enjoy a purveyor of jazz music, this is a classic and very affordable and very good. Very good album. And lastly, another Mingus, I'm afraid, that I've got yesterday. This is the Speaker's Corner edition of Mingus live at Antibes in France. This is a 2-disc. The sound of it's fantastic. There's a wonderful vibe with this because it's live, it's been recorded, and really nice. Can't say much about this other than sadly this disc 2 of this has had to go back. It was badly scratched. I've had to talk about this. Speaker's Corner. I had Starker, a Janos Starker set, which again, same sort of pattern. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, Speaker's Corner will sort it out and replace it. But if you can get your hands on this, it's wonderful. A really good addition to your Mingus collection, for jazz collection. There's lots of fun that they've had on this. This is Mingus with Ted Curson, Eric Dolphy, Booker Irvin, Danny Richmond, and there's also a guest star, Bud Powell. But the recording and mastering on this is fantastic. I cannot really rate this higher. This is like a tone poet. This is fantastic. Beautiful, punchy, dynamic, just wonderful. I really recommend this. So that's my records for 2021. Sorry, at the end of 2021. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you all in 2022. Have a great Christmas and keep that vinyl spinning. All the best. Bye.